Hello everyone and welcome to Amhara Media Corporation. This is our daily updates live from Amhara TV studio. I am Gaila Damu. To stay with us. President Muhammadu Buhari of Nigeria has warmly welcomed Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed in Abuja yesterday, following a colorful official welcoming reception at Aso Rock Presidential Palace by President Buhari. Prime Minister Abiy and his delegation held a bilateral meeting with the Nigerian delegation. On his Facebook, Prime Minister Abiy thanked Muhammadu Buhari for the warm reception. Abiy said, as two large African nations, strengthening cooperation between the two countries is vital for bilateral relations and continental solidarity. The Prime Minister arrived in Abuja, leading a high-level Ethiopian delegation for a two-day official visit to Nigeria. Danish Ambassador Kirasmis Lindberg said that the establishment of the National Dialogue Commission in the reconciliation process is very important for Ethiopia to end some of the conflicts in the country. Brown Workana reports.
In an exclusive interview with Ethiopian news agency, Denmark's ambassador to Ethiopia, Lindberg, said her country has been a strong supporter of dialogue through 2018.
The National Dialogue and the launch of the National Dialogue Commission is something we see as very important for Ethiopia to end some of the conflicts in the country. And Denmark has been a strong supporter of dialogue through 2018. So I very much hope that the new commission, the National Dialogue Commission, will keep on communicating about their work and will be an inclusive process and also a transparent process, not only to the international community, but also to the people of Ethiopia, because this is a crucial process for the country to be able to come to peace with itself and its people.
The ambassador, who she recently had the opportunity to meet the commissioners, stated that it was very good to see them in person and hear their views. They represent many different areas of Ethiopian society, and she thinks that is very important for such an inclusive dialogue. She further expressed her hope that the National Dialogue Commission will keep on communicating about their work and be inclusive as well as transparent, not only to the international community but also to the people of Ethiopia, because this is a crucial process for the country to come to peace with itself and its people. Commenting about the humanitarian access to the northern part of the country, Ambassador Lindberg said they are very pleased to see that there are now many more trucks going directly to the Afar corridor into the Tigray region. She added that the government is cooperating with the UN organizations and Afar administration to make sure that the people of Tigray receive humanitarian aid. Still, the ambassador pointed out the need for more trucks and convoys with humanitarian aid to go into the northern part of Ethiopia. Moreover, the ambassador elaborated the Danish government has been supporting the government of Ethiopia in various areas, including providing humanitarian assistance.
We are very pleased to see that there are now many more trucks going directly through the Afar corridor into Tigray. And it's very good to hear that the government is cooperating with the UN organizations and the Afar administration to make sure that the people of Tigray are now receiving humanitarian aid. We would like to see this sustained, and we would also like to see even more trucks and convoys with humanitarian aid going into the northern parts of Ethiopia.
Ambassador Lindberg, who recalled the recent visit of Danish Minister for Development Cooperation Flemming Møller Mortensen, revealed that the ministry confirmed that Denmark will still be in Ethiopia and support the people of Ethiopia.
Our Minister for Development Cooperation visited Gode in Somali region, and he was very touched also to see the drought-affected areas. And this is something that we will continue to support, both to support the immediate needs of the people through humanitarian aid, but also to support the more long-standing needs and the resilience work that some of our partners do in that region.
She stated that after the minister returned to Copenhagen with the things he had seen in Ethiopia, Denmark has made a new pledge of funding to humanitarian partners about $20 million to the Horn of African countries. According to the ambassador, the pledged fund will support not only the drought victims but also some of the activities such as anticipatory actions that were already there when the drought came.
Denmark is here to support the people of Ethiopia. We hope to strengthen our relationships, but what we are looking at is 3 different baskets of how we can fully re-engage. So first of all, it's the political dialogue and the peace that has to be sustained. And secondly, it's the humanitarian access that you just alluded to. We need to see full and unhindered humanitarian access. And thirdly, we look at accountability for human rights, for the human rights violations.
Commercial Bank of Ethiopia announced that it has spent over 50 billion birr to purchase fertilizer required for the coming farming season, in line with the policy of the government working extensively to enhance agricultural productivity. Bukradi Zaudu tells us more.
Commercial Bank of Ethiopia's President Abesano told Ethiopian news agencies that the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, which are the major producers of fertilizer, has resulted in the soaring of prices and shortage of fertilizer. Other fertilizer producer countries have also faced challenges of market due to the conflict. He stated, adding that the price of 1 ton of fertilizer in the international market had doubled from $700 before the conflict. The current price of fertilizer in the international market has increased by 4-fold when compared to that of last year. According to the president, agriculture is one of the sectors that the bank allocates the highest expenditure and fertilizer takes the highest share. The president elaborated that despite the soaring price of fertilizer in the international market, the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia has decided to purchase fertilizer by diverting budgets allocated to other matters too, and spent over 50 billion birr to purchase fertilizer for the upcoming farming season. The president said the fertilizer purchased through huge effort from the international market is arriving.
Officials and experts who attended the Eid to Eid Great Ethiopian Homecoming Initiative concluding event yesterday have stressed the need to enhance public diplomacy and improve ties with Arab countries and the Middle East. Bukradi Zaudu has the story.
Ethiopian Diaspora Agency and the Eid to Eid Committee organized a symposium and an exhibition under the title The Role of Public Diplomacy and Arabic Media. Opening the symposium, Government Communication Service State Minister Salamawi Kasa expressed the government's readiness to support public diplomacy and media outlets operating in the Arabic language in Ethiopia. According to her, the Arabic media outlets have been playing a critical role in showing the real image of the country and defending the interest of the countries by reaching the Arabic-speaking world. She added that the public diplomacy by the Ethiopian diaspora and the efforts made to enlighten the Arabic-speaking people about the truth in the country has helped resuscitate the propaganda against Ethiopia during the challenging periods when external actors worked hard to prevent the country from resolving its internal problems. Ethiopian Diaspora Agency Deputy Director Mohammed Idris stressed the need to engage the diaspora to exploit the diverse potential and assets including finance and knowledge for the country's development. According to him, the first round of Eid to Eid initiative was carried out with a series of events paramount importance, and the concluding event aims at improving media outlets working in Arabic. The second round of Eid to Eid initiative will take place after a month on Eid al-Adha. Eid to Eid Initiative Joint Committee Chairperson Ustaz Abubakar said on his part that Ethiopian citizens everywhere should act as ambassadors for their country, appreciating the role Ethiopian diaspora is playing during the challenging times. He stressed that the relationship of Ethiopia with Middle East countries is immense and it has to be wisely developed by strengthening the Arabic media outlets in the country. The chairperson pointed out that although there are media organizations in Ethiopia that report in Arabic, most of them relatively face limited human resources and capacity.
A permanent Pan-African exhibition wing opened yesterday in the Museum of Institute of Ethiopia Studies at Addis Ababa University. Ababa Birhani tells us more.
Speaking on the occasion, Institute of Ethiopian Studies Director Takele Merid said Pan-Africanism has been promoting unity and brotherhood and created a sense of shared and common historical and cultural destiny among the blacks and African people. He added that Pan-Africanism is important and the current generation should learn from its history and struggles and from those who contributed to the movement so as to imagine and work for the better future. According to him, Ethiopia has contributed a lot to realize and strengthen Pan-Africanism. The victory of Adwa, for instance, is considered as the landmark and the beginning of modern Pan-African movements elsewhere in the world. Takala elaborated that the Pan-African Permanent Exhibition organized in the Museum of the Institute takes us back to the 1880s and largely to the 1960s and tries to show Ethiopia's efforts and the efforts of heads of state to the unity of Africa. The director stressed that they raised the issue of Pan-Africanism because the issue of Pan-Africanism is extremely important and meaningful more than any other time to Africans, and Ethiopians in particular are facing a lot of challenges. He further noted that Africans need more solidarity and more cemented Africa, and Ethiopians have also to overcome the challenges they are facing. The director underscored that Africans must learn from the past, from the founding fathers of Pan-Africanism, to make the future bright. On behalf of Addis Ababa University's president, Engineer Ubayo Mammo said, as a philosophy, Pan-Africanism represents the aggregation of the historical, cultural, and artistic legacies of Africans across time and space. He added that, as all know, Ethiopia contributed to the strengthening of Pan-Africanism and bringing all the black people of the world to unity. For this, he added that the victory of Adwa is a landmark event, as after Adwa many things have happened that strengthened the people of Africa. Among others, the realization of the Organization of African Unity in 1963 was the major one.
This is Amhara Media Corporation, Amhara TV News, and now let's take a look at the foreign exchange rates. That's all the news we have for today. I'm Gaila Damu. Thanks for watching and stay tuned with the rest of our programs.